my stars, it's me Missy, I'm back, and today I'm going to be playing some more Dragon Age Inquisition. Now when we last left off, we had just made it to the Storm Coast, and we had gotten, Iron Bull, that's his name. Anyway, I did a poll up on my YouTube and my Twitter for which faction you wanted me to choose, and for which person you wanted to see me romance. So Sarah won, and the mages won, which is what we're going to do, I promise. And with that, guys, let's get into the game, shall we? This is... Oh, it's Blood Lotus. If I remember correctly, if we go this way, there's like a giant or something that's fighting a dragon. But we're not going to go that way. What we are going to do is head straight back to the hinterlands. And we are going to do this in Hushed Whispers. Now I might stop and do a couple of different things along the way because I can and I want to. Let's go to this camp. This looks like it's the closest. So travel here. Okay, everybody's just randomly dropped in. To assume that this is for requisitions. Yep, requisition officer, okay.
Dispatch for you.
Report.
What is it?
This could help us.
Well, I already have it somehow. Requisitions, requisitions, where are you? There you are. Okay. There, we made that. I have 1 power. I'm gonna need more because I'm gonna lose a lot of power pretty soon. It's this way? This way. We're going this direction, I believe, so I have to get down there. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here and not kill myself and break an ankle. Woohoo! Down. And break an ankle. That's good enough for me. I need to grab more iron because I'm probably gonna make armor later, possibly. Hello, Raven. Okay, this. So we're gonna go to our forward, and we're gonna go forward actually. Then it would be over here, maybe? Is this the way I'm supposed to be going? I'm not really sure.
Of course.
Long day.
Welcome back.
Make
Hey,
us
recruit
breath.
Whittle.
If I were back in the city, I could just steal some blankets.
People are cold.
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the mages and the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
Oh yeah, you're the guy that wanted me to go snoop around
Farewell.
and find supplies.
Can't see you.
Well, sorry. I'll do that later, maybe. I'm gonna need more power points anyway. There's a chest. Let's loot it. Sure. Another chest. Okay. This is pretty bad, actually. you stand over here, please? Explosion. This. Come on, I need you to stop. Stand over here. This guy. Stand over here. Okay, I need you to do this. This. Stand over here. That one's dead. This one. Stand here. After you drink a potion, please. This guy's then gonna need to be got. There we are. That it? That everybody? Okay, get me out of this. I'm going to loot. More silk. Another Canary battle axe. Let's go over here. Over this way. Open this. I'm gonna walk through fire. Here we are. Okay. Oh, fruit. I do need that. Unlock, please. There's something here, if I can fucking see it. Dwarven runecraft. Within the Diamond Quarter of Orzammar lies the Shapewrit, a branch of Dwarven society so ancient that the dwarves themselves do not know when or where it began. They are the keepers of history for people who have never known the sun or seasons and who track time by lives and deaths of kings. But they are not mere historians, they are craftsmen. For the long history of the dwarves is not written but forged, the memories, as the dwarves called their records, are runes painstakingly crafted from lyrium, which contain the actual thoughts of shapers who made them. The making of runes is not restricted solely to the shapers. The most common useful kind are crafted by many members of the smith caste from lyrium and other magically reactive metals and can imbue a variety of fascinating new properties to an item when properly applied. But as the runes of Tevinter design do, just as the runes of Tevinter design do, but runes are found everywhere in Dwarven artwork and not in not all serve a practical purpose, at least not one that's known. They are carved onto houses, even painted on chamber pots. The meanings of the symbols themselves are sacred knowledge kept by the Shaperate. They are not, as many surface folk believe, the written language of the modern dwarves, but rather are remnants of a lost language that predates Orzammar, Dwarven Kingdom, and even the tens and thousands of years of history recorded in the memories. Shaperate recognize the meaning of a few dozen Dwarven runes. Memory obviously is used for their record keeping. Many have not so much been translated as inferred. Runes, which decorate both armor and load-bearing architecture, might very well mean strength or endurance. New symbols are unearthed now and then in the fallen tags, brought back by the Legion of the Dead and jealously hoarded by the Shapers, who struggle to find their uses and origins. Were these symbols an earlier version of the written Dwarven tongue, a language that fell into disuse, replaced by the modern King's tongue? It is hard to guess, and the memories offer us no wisdom. That's interesting. I guess we go this way. Oh goody, more people fucking showed up to be jackasses. Okay, come on.
Say goodnight.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking leave, because screw this. Discovered a new region of the hinterlands. Okay, just keep hitting them. Counter strength ring. I can't jump up somehow. That guy.
And done.
Okay, let's keep going. There's a chest over here and weird face rock. Skeletons around it. is this place? Whatever. Red Cliff Road, okay. Let's go in here. Stronghold of the apostate mages, they did not want us to dream because they knew we would dream of the truth, of power, of weakness in the world that will let us break it. Unfortunately, no. We were the chosen ones. We who have the power to enact the change in this world and the will to see it through. We have conquered the circles. We will conquer the Templars. We will use the Witchwood. None who have the power of the Fade at their hands will be turned away. Can I loot, please? There we are. Cotton. Okay, let's take care of that damned thing.
You know, Viv, you're not bad with that stuff.
You address me as Enchanter Vivienne, court mage to the Empire of Orlais, or Madame de Fer, not Viv.
Oh, right, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am works as well.
It's funny. Okay, we need to think about this tactically. Let's do that. And then I want you guys. I want you to stand here. I want you to start attacking this, and we will go from there. No. Drink that. Okay, disrupt the rift. There we are. This is bad. Vivian, go over here. Fuck it. Okay, you need health. Disrupt the rift, please. Close the rift. Here we are. Loot that. Okay, whatever. It's over here. Stone dreams. A letter in an abandoned house. The stone calls to me my dreams as I shape it with a chisel. With chisel and hammer, it shapes me in return. My flesh twists, claws, and fangs, ripping forth the light in the sky makes the stone so much louder. The cave in the hills has gone good, strong stone. I can shape it into something strong enough to keep me safe if I hurry. Jaden, if you're having the dreams, go talk to the Templars. The war doesn't matter. Their job is to help when things are too frightening to deal with alone, and the only reason the Templars didn't find you as a child is because your parents hid you away. If carvings help you, here's a map to an old cave I stumbled on a few years back. I think it has the stone you like. Okay, so someone likes, I guess, to make runecraft or whatever. Specialist crest. Okay. Okay, my camp is this way. What's this? Just random crap. Ooh, not that bad actually. Okay, let's go over here. There should be a camp I can make. There's a shard here. There we are. Anyway, this way. Crossroads. What's this about?
Watch yourself. Bandits up ahead. Or something anyway. They're blocking the road.
They might not be bandits. Tell me more about them.
What can you tell me about the attackers on the road?
Several groups. Some of them with bows. They've got better armor than most around here. It's too many for us. If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
They might not be bandits.
You don't think they're bandits?
Bandits wait until people are vulnerable, then hit them fast so nobody escapes. These bastards show themselves too early. They care more about driving people away than taking loot. They're either stupid, or they're more than just bandits. And they're too well armed for stupid.
That's a good point.
Thanks for the warning.
Well, this way is where I can make a camp, so fuck it. We're going this way, and then we're going to Red Cliff.
Trouble up front!
Haha. Take that. Really? More? This one I can't just get out of. that one.
Back me up!
Heal me.
Falling back!
Unless to worry about.
I'll get him eventually. Great, a letter, an unsigned letter on a bandit's body. We don't need any heroes on this operation. We're being paid to keep things quiet and keep straight away from the East Road. When reasonable, allow targets to flee and spread word of the danger in the area. When such is unreasonable, kill all targets, regardless of colors flown. Interesting. Nug totem, I could sell that. This way. Isn't this where the dragon is or something like that? Rebel Queen's Ravine. Okay. Here we are. Okay, let's look through shit.
Not a bad spot to camp.
Well, I plan to in a minute there, Iron Bull. Can I not pick that up? Unsigned letter in the hinterlands. Preliminary digs have been more than successful. It's extremely surprising to find such a high quantity of products this close to the surface. If I didn't know better, I'd think it was growing. On one hand, this gives us an advantage without having to work with the old families back in Orzammar or even take this through official guild channels. Our families stand to make a killing. I don't know why I wanted to say have. On the other hand, the proximity to the surface and to the populated areas of Redcliffe raises an interesting challenge. The war between the mages and the Templars should keep people out of the area for now, but as soon as the humans are done trying to kill each other, any operation we start will be uncovered. If we're going to take advantage of this opportunity, we need to keep people out of the area. I'd recommend manufacturing some bandits. This part of Ferelden is lousy with them, so they shouldn't attract much attention, and nobody will have trouble believing that bandits would stake out some territory. By the time anyone uncovers the operation, it'll be either tapped out, in which case we'll be gone, or we'll have to have the operation running smoothly, in which case we'll be wealthy enough to deny everything and throw some money at the throne by way of apology. Talk to the families and make it happen. This is too good to pass up. My guess is Red Lyrium. I'll go check that out in a minute. Let's set up camp. I need my healing potions, please. Thank you for that. Let me guess,
This
another
might interest you,
requisition?
sir.
Report.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Hinterland Cage requisitions. Ferelden Lock. The hell? Okay, let's go down here and see what this shit is. Ooh, Royal Elf Road. I need that. Iron. Elf Fruit.
She's taking to the air.
You know what? I was correct and I'm good. We don't need to see this site right now. I'll come back later when I'm much stronger, I promise. Sorry for the disturbance, ma'am. Hope you're having a lovely day burning things. Good luck. I'll leave you and your children alone. I apologize for the intrusion. Okay, so where am I exactly? I'm getting closer to where I need to be. And I don't feel like looking in the looky-loo thing and finding the shards, so fuck that. We are gonna go this way, question mark? No, because this is the end of the map. Edge of the map. Edge of the map. Good lord. So I need to go back and figure out my way from there. I love how this is slightly a maze. Of course, I'm also just bad at directions, so... Woohoo! So... Was there something important over here before I leave? Or am I just crazy? It looked slightly important. What the fuck is this? Loot. I'll come back here with Solus. This seems like a Solus thing. I'm good. I'll come back with Solus, I promise. Oh, not again. Fucking fucky fuckers. Here, have an explosion. Here, have this. Here's some poison. There we are. Nice. Loot, please. Oh, we leveled up too. Hey, Drakestone! Of course it's here, where there's a dragon nearby. Fennec Fox running away. Character record. Who needs a level up? Blackwall. Let's do that. Iron Bull. You're not one of these. You're one of these. I kind of want you to do... that, I think. Vivian. Let's do that. Let's go this way.
There, the bandits!
Didn't I already kill them?
Nice work taking care of the bandits. Corporate Vale will want to hear the good news.
Mm-hmm. Good for me. Okay, this is a sign. Red Cliff Village is this way. Well, I guess I can.
must remember to send a thank you gift to the Marquise Tremaine. Something delicious, perhaps?
I'm sorry, were you saying something to me?
Of course.
We're gonna ignore that conversation.
Here!
I feel like I'm moving at a snail's pace, but whatever. I have a cool unicorn. A dead unicorn, but it's a unicorn, technically. So we're going this direction. This way. I didn't want to get off, but whatever. Mount the unicorn, please. Oh great, the horse is broken.
Turn back. We can't open the gates until the threat has passed.
Are you the one that stopped me, literally? Whatever. Let's
Watch
see.
out, traveler. The veil's ripped open and Maker knows what could come out.
Well, that's why I'm here. To fix things. I fix things. Sometimes. I'm interacting. Well, I can't interact right now. Move back here. Line west. Drink a healing potion bowl. Close the rift.
What was that?
None of my reports indicated temporal distortions near these rifts. Interesting.
We'll have to look into this.
We need to find out what caused whatever this is.
Maker have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Okay, grab this.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Okay. Interesting stuff you have going on here, buddy.
Something's not right. We need to talk to the Grand Enchanter.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Oh, fruit. I need that. Okay.
Have you heard? The Inquisition dealt with the rebel Templars. They've been driven away or killed.
See? What did I tell you?
It's not just that. I heard about deaths too. Refugees killed by Templars driven past the point of reason.
Yeah, it's not pretty. Let's go down this way.
I heard rumors that there are apostates outside the city fighting the Templars.
I wouldn't pay those rumors any mind. The mages here didn't cause any trouble. Why should it be different outside our walls?
I hate to ruin that, but it is different, trust me. Inside then. Wheelhouse.
And apostates are attacking people.
Requires perk duct hands, fine tools.
If there's anything to do, the rebels will handle it. They've done their best to keep us safe. Of course.
A little annoying.
No
it's
man
fast travel
needs
point.
statues so great as those whose remnants lie toppled in these hills. These statues come from ancient dreams of blood and bone, lost to the memory of man. Be wary of them.
Tell me about Redcliffe Village.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Interesting. You have anything else to
I
tell me?
remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our Lehman. The ashes of Andrastia herself brought the Arl back from his enchanted slumber.
You are correct about that, ma'am. Y'all are in my way. I don't know how I can't push you out of my way. I'm fucking gigantic.
Do you think the apostates are responsible for the things we see?
Cool statue.
It must
It's a griffin.
be. Fiona promised that we would all be safe.
What's this?
Greetings.
Let me guess. I can't open it. Yeah. Okay, well, until then... The houses, the little huts are so cool.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
You're low on herbs?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Can you help the refugees?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife ear. Why should I risk mine for them?
A knife ear?
Have people called you a knife ear?
Every day. They need the salves I sell, but they spit on me once they've paid. These villagers only tolerate me because Templars killed their human healer. I doubt the humans at the crossroads would be any different.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Goodbye.
Stay safe out there.
Read the list.
May I help you?
Found your herbs.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Thank you.
Oh, farewell.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Okay, let's keep going.
Hello.
This way. Someone up there.
Grandmother, I think we should go. Go? In the middle of the war?
I confess, Iron Bull, I had assumed you would not be comfortable fighting alongside a mage.
We use Cerebos when we need to.
That is hardly the same.
No, ma'am. Fighting with you is more like hitting an enemy while a dreadnought pounds their front line. All fire and smoke ahead of you. Half the enemy already on the ground by the time you get there.
So I am a Canary dreadnought.
I, didn't mean to offend you.
Not at all. I am Madame de Fer.
Okay. Are you the goat guy?
Please, are you with the Inquisition? As
Yeah,
you've
you are.
wandered, have you by any chance seen a ram that is, different? Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. If you could find him, I'd be most grateful.
What do you mean special?
What makes your ram so special?
Well, he's always brought the family luck, and his advice helped us make our fortune.
Your ram offered advice?
He's a very special ram.
What's the problem?
Your ram has gone missing?
Yes. I'm certain that if he heard his Jimmy missed him, he'd come right back. He's likely at our family's old summer cabin. It's by the lake in the southern hills. If you do find him and send him back, I'd be happy to pay you.
Mm-hmm. Okay
I'll
then,
speak
man.
with you later.
If you find my ram, please send him home.
Hero in every port. Ballad of Nuggins. Oh, the best of us ran when the dreadnought was sighted. Nuggins, Nuggins, for he heard the call. Tripped 9 Konari, and that's why he's knighted. Nuggins, Nuggins, as brave as he's small. Oh, a shore full of pirates, the worst set to happen. Nuggins, Nuggins, his heart pure and true. Tripped him an admiral, now he's our captain. Nuggins, Nuggins, for me and for you. Well, the blight was upon us, and we found no pardon. Nuggins, Nuggins, now he'll make a stand. Tripped up the darkspawn, and now he's a warden. Nuggins, Nuggins, for all in the land. Paraded through Kirkwall as hero and winner. Nuggins, Nuggins, stubborn and vicious. Tripped up Viscount, now he's for dinner. Nuggins, Nuggins, of course he's delicious. That's funny. Okay, we're done here.
Good day.
And now let's go in here. Goal and lantern.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
You invited me here.
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Then who did I meet?
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
Oh
As
my
one
God.
indenture to a Magister. I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
That was fast.
The Divine's corpse is barely cold, and you've already joined the Imperium?
Most of Thedas blames us for the Divine's death. The Templar attacks grew worse, and we mages had no allies. Either my people made a last stand here in Redcliffe, or we took the only offer of help extended to us. I had to save them. I had no other choice.
Hello, dude.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Where's the Arl?
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
He'd never do that.
An Arl would never voluntarily leave his seat.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
Tell me about this alliance.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
Fiona says she's indentured.
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
When did this happen?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
Yes, start questioning it. What does Tevinter gain?
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
This is a long way from home. I need mages for the breach.
I'm here to get mages to close the breach.
Right, to business. I understand, of course. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I'm not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
We don't think small here.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be. Felix.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
The Magister's son dropped that. Be cautious, Inquisitor. Family name is everything in Tevinter.
It could be a trap.
There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in that Chantry.
We have found more questions than answers so far, my dear.
The crows and Queen Madrigal? Madrigal. The first crow refused to speak even when we put hot coals to the soles of his feet and peeled his skin off his face and hands with a paring knife. He opted instead to chew through his own tongue and choke to death on the blood. The second captive repeated what we already knew. Queen Madrigal went on a hunt and did not appear for this evening's festivities. Her body was later found with 4 steel swords through the chest. I asked what he knew about one of the 4 swords being a replica of Hessarian's Sword of Mercy. He had not heard about that, or at least claimed as much. He later died on the rack, smiling slightly. The third crow must have realized he would not leave the dungeon alive. He seemed to hope that by angering Master Foyre, he would earn himself a quick death. The crow tried our patience with pithy comments while Master Foyre was trying to work. At one point he made a remark about Foyre's mother, which I shall not repeat here. I will admit to feeling admiration for his ability to retain a capacity for coherent speech and even some wit while under extreme duress. Amid all his useless chatter, this third crow did raise an important point. His guild has a reputation to uphold. They are ruthless, efficient, and discreet. How would they maintain such notoriety if agents routinely revealed the names of the employers with something as banal as torture? This gave me pause. I called for a halt to the session. After some thought, I stabbed the man through the heart and set the 4th and 5th crow captives free. If there is a confession to be extracted, it will not be done with pain. I recommend we abandon this course of action.
Of course.
Okay, let's talk to these people. Clements.
Magister Alexius does not approve of those without magic like you and me. You may not wish to stay long. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
Why does Alexius disapprove?
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
When did the Devinters arrive?
How long have Devinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
I should go.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
Please join us.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
I acquired an agent.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
Tell me about yourself.
Who are you?
Linnea. Just Linnea. Don't ask what Circle Tower I'm from, because we're done with that. We're all free mages now.
And the Devinters are better?
You'd rather bow to Tevinter than join the Inquisition?
Don't tell me you bought the Chantry's lies about how evil Tevinter is. It's just because they're ruled by mages. No one wants us to look at them and say their mages are free and the world hasn't ended.
Don't they use blood magic?
But don't Magisters summon demons and practice human sacrifice?
The Chantry says whatever they think will scare us. What's wrong with blood magic?
Oh,
People
you're to
don't like
become
the
an
idea of us
abomination.
controlling their thoughts, but they have no problem with us throwing fireballs in their wars. In Tevinter, the mages police themselves. It works.
I want to help the mages.
I'm here because I believe mages deserve their freedom.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Oh, well then go fucking get yourself killed or sacrificed for whatever the hell you want, bitch. I don't fucking care. Good luck. So, what's back here, if anything?
You know.
Enchanters, the time.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
Why do they make your shoulder blades itch? Tell me about yourself.
Who are you?
Name's Tolwyn, formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hosberg. Lived my whole life there, since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day, quality education, a roof over my head. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
Aren't you with the rebellion?
If you are happy in the circle, why are you here with the rebels?
We're all rebels now. The vote saw to that. The majority wanted to dissolve the circles. The rest of us went with them or were cut loose.
There are still some of us who are loyal in the Empress's court.
I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
Vivian, are you having a fun time exercising over there? You don't like Tevinter.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with magisters.
Tell me about the alliance.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
Into the fire.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
Oh, I bet not. So what's up here? The annulment at Therismund. When we heard the injustice against our fellow mages at the White Spire, the Circle of Magi in Valroyo, I feared what was to come. Our circle at Therismund is small and isolated. It exists largely as a facade to appease the Chantry. When the other circles rose up, the Chantry sent seekers across the bay from Aisling to investigate. Found us mixing freely with our families, training female mages in the traditions of the seers, and denounced us as apostates. Perhaps they thought we were spineless robes who could be intimidated with a little bloodshed. Before I was the first enchanter, I was the daughter of Captain Ravad of the Felicima Armada. I know how to plan a battle. They brought with them a small army of Templars. We fought, and we might have won, but they invoked the right of annulment with all the unrelenting brutality that that allowed. It is their right to put screaming apprentices to the sword. Burn our tainted libraries, crush irreplaceable artifacts under their heels, tear down the very walls of our home. The mage has the right to disagree. We are the Therismund Circle. Wait now. We have the Therismund Circle. Wait now behind barricades. I have sent word to our brother and sister mages of this outrage. When they break through, we will not die alone. That's sad. Sears and the Alls met. 23rd of Ferventus. When I set out for the capital of Ravane, Ravane, okay. I did not anticipate arriving in the middle of a little province festival. The streets are thick with fishermen and farmers coming in from the countryside for some gathering. Rural life apparently breeds fierce rivalries. I've seen more than one fist fight erupt in the square outside the inn, and do they call this music? Excellent wine, however, it must be Antivan. 24th. The agreement is sealed. The merchant had more jewelry on his head than Orlesian women do on their fingers, but anyone willing to sell me silk at this price may dress how they please. Sabal, whose title is An, is an amicable sort who offered to show me all's met tonight. Apparently the village leaders, hedge mages they dub seers, travel to Therismund twice a year to meet in council, forge trade agreements, and publicly pledge loyalty to Rivian's queen. Deals made at Allsmet are seen as especially auspicious. Sabal warned me that sometimes hotheads will attempt to settle old feuds before these seers decree binding judgments here. But there are also feasts, lavish gift-giving ceremonies, musical contests, and other rustic nonsense. So explains the rabble. Still, it might be amusing to sample the local color. I've just witnessed a loudly public exchange between two men trying to outdo each other with ridiculous boasts in the square. The most extravagant lyre was applauded and decorated with wreaths by the crowd. The Ravani are lovely. Oh my god, can't read. I'll grant them that. And not all at all afraid to drink with a Tevinter. Huh. Peasant oath threatened me after I tripped into him at feast. Bit of fire cowed him. Impressed ladies too. What enlightened attitudes. These people have phthasis? Lovely dancers here. Must Rem get vintage from Innkeep label was blue. 26. Find out who's sleeping on top of me. Bring more robes next year. Okay. Someone had a fun old time. Move, move, move. You're too big. Move. Nothing here either. Move it.
Right. That's why.
Okay, let's leave. And now we are going this way.
They say Andraste sent you to save... Make her speed you, my child.
What do you want?
Good day to you, my child.
Do you support mages?
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Should there be circles?
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
I think so too. Are you alone here?
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety, but I refused. He can throw me out if he wants. Until then, I tend to my flock.
Brave woman. Do you support this alliance?
What are your feelings on the mages working with Tevinter?
The Imperium burned Andraste. Since then, we have led 4 exalted marches against them. Yet in all those marches, they still acknowledged the Maker. Now I speak of him and the Magisters laugh. Something has happened, and I dread to learn what.
I will leave
Nothing
you to your
good.
duties.
Make us speed,
Sadly.
my child.
A fruit.
Good day.
Okay, let's go in. Hello, Dorian. It's lovely to see you.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
the rift. There we are.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Watch yourself. The pretty ones are always the worst.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Where's Felix?
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Something wrong with Felix.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
You're a magister?
Are you a magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Oh gee, thanks. Why help us?
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
That sounds bad.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
This is a lot to swallow.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Why are you telling me this?
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Mm-hmm, good point. Why does he want me?
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
How do we stop him?
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Okay. There's some stuff back here. Barbarian Raider Cleaver. Codex entry, Circle of Magi. Save the game. Yes. Okay.
Gotta admit, I wasn't expecting to find so many Vints here.
I doubt they expected to find Canary here.
Are you sure?
Okay, so let's go back here. Yeah, because this is a fast travel point, so let's go here for a minute. I want to refill potions, rest, and all that. There we are, and you know what? I'll leave this as my party for now. Travel. Yes, please. Okay, so I have to return to the war room.
Should
Screw it. Let's return to the war room. Yes. Well, you guys know the drill. I need to talk to everybody.
Was there something you needed?
Tell me about yourself.
I should get to know you better. We're working together, after all.
What would you like to know?
All right. Where are you from?
What the hell? How to Act for Alden by esteemed Lady Sedona. Sedoni? Sedonia? Whatever. I'd like to take full responsibility for Lady Whatever's odd behavior of late. You see, we recently began the study of history. I thought that it would do the young mistress some good to be exposed to all Theodosian cultures and not just Orlesian. It was a foolish thought. Regrettably, your dear daughter has taken a particular interest in Ferelden folklore. She first developed an affinity for King Calenhad, which seems to have developed into borderline infatuation. She stared at me wide-eyed when I told how he unified the barbarians with his allegedly incomparable might and charisma. Every time I tried to move the lesson on to something more important, she insisted I tell her again about Calenhad. How the Fereldans say his hair was twice as yellow as the sun, and his chin more chiseled than the tallest peak in the Frostbacks. Twice now I've had to tear down drawings she's tacked up in her bedroom of the man shirtless. Then we moved on to the werewolves, which was even worse. As you may already know, the Fereldans venerate the folk heroes Dane and Hafter. Dane was said to have been a werewolf and Hafter to have descended from one. No enlightened man or woman could ever view such beast people with anything but revulsion, but you know Freldons and their love of wildlife. Unfortunately, these tales of the wolf men set the little mistress's imagination afire. When she suggested we put a play on for you and her lord father, I could not say no. I'm afraid that's why March, whatever, was running through the mansion wearing wet furs and frightening the chambermaids. She was rehearsing a scene in which Hafter drives back the Darkspawn. I've been informed that some priceless family heirlooms were destroyed amidst all the confusion, and I cannot fully express my dismay. Understand it if my abject failure as a tutor results in my immediate dismissal.
I grew up
That's
in
kind of funny.
Ferelden, near Honleath. I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years.
Varric's from Kirkwall.
Varric's from Kirkwall. Did you two know each other?
I knew he was friends with the champion of Kirkwall, but little else. We've spoken more since I joined the Inquisition, largely at Varric's insistence. Apparently, I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face, and it's bad for my health.
You're away a long time.
You haven't seen Ferelden in 10 years. Are you glad to be back?
I was not sorry to leave at the time. I did not expect to return. Now, between the Divine's murder and the breach, I've arrived to find nothing but chaos.
Tell me about the Blight.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight. Did you fight Darkspawn?
No. I was stationed at Ferelden's Circle Tower. The Circle had troubles of its own. I remained there during the Blight.
What happened at the Circle?
What happened at the Circle Tower?
Few who survived the Blight have fond memories of that time. I would prefer not to speak of it.
Tell me about Kirkwall.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart. An apostate blew up the Chantry, and the Knight Commander went mad. Other than that, it was fine.
Tell me about the rebellion.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Templars?
You were at the Conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, it reached a breaking point. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
How did it end?
What happened then?
The Templars should have restored order, but Red Lyrium had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion, turned on her own men. I'm not sure how far she would have gone. Too far.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
That's all for now.
I'll let you return to your work.
Another time, then.
Bye, Cullen. Cassandra.
Do you need something?
Tell me about yourself.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
What happened to your brother?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
No,
Yes.
we're not leaving. Tell me, let's talk about the Chantry.
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Who is Chancellor Roderick?
What influence does Chancellor Roderick really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
Will he be a problem?
How big a problem could he be?
No more than he is already. He sent his message to the College of Clerics. That is the only card he had to play. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
Why did you leave the Chantry?
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Will there be a new divine?
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinia?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months.
Lovely.
The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
What if they don't agree?
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
Would you serve as a new divine?
If they do choose a new divine, will you serve her?
That depends on
Serve
whether
with-
she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of divine she is.
That's a good answer.
I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new divine could expect such obedience now.
Should the Chantry be saved?
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
I do. Though I understand how someone born outside of human society might think otherwise. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
What new purpose?
So what should that new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
You sound like an idealist.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
You have a point.
Thank you.
Krem? An iron bull. Hi, Krem.
Can I help you with anything?
Tell me about the Chargers.
Can we talk about the Bull's Chargers?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Tell me of an interesting job.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
What are your abilities?
Do the Chargers specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the chief goes wherever he can hit something.
You follow standard rules.
I assume the Chargers observe the standard etiquette.
Absolutely. Clean record and cleared to take jobs in any country you can name. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
Good. I'm glad.
We'll talk later.
Bull.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
How'd you know he's a Templar?
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
Yes, he is.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Cullen commands the troops.
Cullen has the loyalty of our soldiers.
Yeah, he's shaping up to be a good commander. But he's building an army, not a movement. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences.
Well, that'd be me.
Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
One can only hope.
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Oh, thanks, Bull. Okay, let's head in, talk to the others, and then we'll be on our way to the war table, I guess.
So we have Tevinter activity in the hinterlands and the Templars.
Let's go see Varric. Varric, my dear.
Need something?
Questions about Hark.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
Have I asked him about this?
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
I have. Okay, then. Never mind.
Carry
Let's
on.
talk about Red Lyrium, then.
Need something?
Tell me about Red Lyrium.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
What is it exactly?
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What can it do?
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
That's a good thing. Why was it in the temple?
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the thaig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
That's enough for now.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
I don't blame you, Varric. Okay, let's keep talking.
Got the door again, Flissa. Don't know how it...
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
I can just kick her out. Any opinions about our allies?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
My advisors.
What do you think about our spy master? ambassador and commander.
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
Varric.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Solus.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Cassandra.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Vivienne.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
Iron Bull.
Thoughts on Iron Bull?
He makes me wonder about things. He's got nothing on you, but that Kuhn stuff, I don't know.
Blackwall.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? Like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
That's good for now.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Those actually coherent sentences. I'm really proud of you, Sarah.
The Chantry isn't supporting us.
I told you that it was good.
Okay, Solus.
As I explored the Fade, I felt the presence of an intriguing artifact in the hinterlands. If you are willing, I would like to locate it. I have marked its location as best I could determine.
Okay, cool. Tell me about
I'd like
yourself.
to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
I respect you.
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
I study the Fade.
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
That sounds kind of dangerous.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
Clearly you woke up.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Is that why you're here?
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If our enemies destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
I hope that works.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You train to flick a dagger or an arrow to its target. The grace with which you move is a pleasing side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
Where have you studied?
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers. The best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Which battlefields?
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostigard. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
That's so cool. Tell me what happened.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real?
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Do you work with anyone?
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they had seen. Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
Wisdom and purpose?
I don't know of any spirits by those names.
They rarely seek this world. When they do, their natures do not often survive exposure to the people they encounter. Wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to pride and desire.
Those are demon names.
You're saying that you became friends with pride and desire demons?
They were not demons for me.
Meaning?
The Fade reflects the minds of the living. If you expect a spirit of wisdom to be a pride demon, it will adapt. And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
Well, that's amazing.
I'm impressed that you could become friends with spirits.
Anyone who can dream has the potential. Few ever try. My friends comforted me in grief and shared my joy. Yet, because they exist without form, as we understand it, the Chantry declares that spirits are not truly people. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
I'm not arguing this. You needed a body to be real. Yes, spirits are people. Well, if you look at it like the Chantry seems to want to look at it, Andraste died, but her spirit still lives on with the Maker. So doesn't that still make her a person in all essence? If we're really talking about that. If anybody dies and they become a spirit, they're still a person in the eyes of the Chantry, but because some spirits don't come from anybody, they're not considered a person. That doesn't seem fair if you're still considering spirits of people to still be people. It's just a soul, so I think spirits are people, yes.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but I see your point.
Thank you. Few are willing to entertain such a notion.
Well, goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I have more people to talk to. Before I go inside and go to the war table.
Have you seen Enchanter Vivienne? That's the picture of what a circle mage should be.
She looks like a noble. It's arrogant.
There were
It's
so many
arrogant.
questions surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Do not interfere at all. Stop Liliana from killing the traitor agent. Encourage Liliana to kill the traitor agent. If we kill him, we won't get any information from him. So wouldn't it be more prudent to not kill him? Just so we could get information? I'm not saying what he did was correct or right or wrong or anything like that. I don't agree with killing one of us and then betraying us and everything else. But we could get information from him that is actually important and useful. So, do you have to kill him?
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that?
You find fault with my decision?
Killing him is a waste.
If he has knowledge, then he's a resource. Use him.
He's a loose end who could escape and get word to our enemies. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
Ideas are crucial.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
Don't give me that look.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Yeah, I know you're angry. Okay, let's go in. Oh yeah, Vivienne.
Yes?
Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Where are you from?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
Why did you become whatever, courtier?
I'm curious how a circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
You married a duke.
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine?
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
What does his wife think?
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
What is a court enchanter?
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
Never mind. Okay, let's talk to Josephine. I need to drop off some crap and then we can be on our way.
For you, revered mother. Thank you. If you're not using them later, Segrit is willing to pay.
There we are.
I don't feel comfortable letting parts from demons be available for sale.
Josephine.
Greetings.
Tell me about yourself. What does your family do?
What business are the Montiliers in, exactly?
We began as merchants. My ancestors founded the first trade routes to Rivain. We once sent entire fleets across the Waking Sea.
Once?
But not anymore?
No. These days, our vessels are a touch more modest.
Tell me about your work.
What did you do before coming here?
I had the great honor of serving Antiva's crown as ambassador to Orlais. I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montilier, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
Are you doing this for Antiva?
How strong are your past loyalties?
I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully commit to the Inquisition. We cannot fall back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
We have other causes.
Do you think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach?
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these once to those in need.
Do you believe I'm holy?
Tell me, do you believe I was saved by Andraste at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I should much like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the Fate who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
Okay, well, goodbye.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Into the war room we go. No, I have a perk point. Secrets. Discover range with the search action. Enhanced studies. Okay, we got coin. Interestingly, the ruins of Alamari in origin belong to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it's all in code. According to the translator, our reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northeast coast. Most curious, I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow this down further. Choose a successor and lead us. Word of the Benhasran report noting the current fight of succession in Letus, which has been without a direct ruler since Duke Ramash died early in the Orlesian Civil War. The duchy will not go to one of the three members. Now will go to one of the three members of the dead Duke's family, all of whom have possible claims to the position due to the complex nature of Orlesian politics. His cousin Carlina, already a duchess by marriage, his daughter Monet, whose claim is muddied by her youthful naivete and the fact that her father pushed her into a life of service to the Chantry after his wife's death, likely to protect her from the dangers of the game, and his brother, Jean Gaspard, an ambitious and cunning man who has been searching for power. Carlina is capable and not overly invested in Orlesian leaders. Personally, Monet would be the most easily manipulated, but less likely to be useful. Jean Gaspard would be difficult to manipulate and would present a threat if he succeeds his brother. Any of these candidates would become a valuable ally to the Inquisition, but the other two must be removed from play first. Monet would be better in the Chantry than in the game. I can see that she is encouraged to take vows. Jean Gaspard is a chevalier and a capable military leader. If we want him removed, I dare say we must recruit him for ourselves. We can destroy Carlina's marriage with 4 words and the proper glove left on the proper table. Damn. Let's do this one.
To work?
Truth or dare, the Imperial Court. Letter addressed to Vivian lies open on the table. A note has been added to the top, which reads, "Josephine, darling, you should take care of this. V. My dearest Vivian, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me as a friend to open your eyes. People are saying that divine Justinia is indeed alive, but that the Inquisitor, her closest advisor and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders, that it was Seeker Pendergast and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape this acquaintance immediately. With deepest concerns, Vicomtesse Elodie." Proving the Divine's death would just be used against us. We need to find the source of this rumor. We need the support of the nobles to combat this rumor. I can arrange a few key visits.
Let
Let's
us
do
begin.
Josephine for this one. Shapeshifting remains. Okay, we're good for now. Hush Whispers. Champions of the Just. Redcliffe Castle and the mages who would close the breach are under the control of Magister, whatever his name is, a Venatori cultist with an unhealthy interest in Adar and the power to reorder time itself. He has kindly invited Adar to the castle alone to negotiate. It's an obvious trap, but Lillian and her agents can infiltrate the castle and remove the Venatori threat while Alexius's attention is diverted. A dangerous game, but it's our best chance. Okay, let's go.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
How nice of him.
Isn't that kind of him? What does Alexius say about me?
He's so complimentary that we are certain he wants to kill you.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
has outplayed us.
There must be a way.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Contact the Arl.
Where's the Arl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunrim to petition the Crown for help. I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Keep attention on Adar, while we disable the Magister's defenses. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
Hi, Dorian.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Confirm. I'm gonna take Sarah along, I guess. Iron Bull. Let's do this group.
Announce us.
The invitation was for Mistress Adar alone. The others will remain here.
They go where I go.
Where I go, they go.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
Perhaps we should include her.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be a part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
We have connections.
The Inquisition has many backers among the Orlesian nobility. I'm sure we can find suitable compensation.
I'm not sure what the Orlesian nobility have to offer that I don't already possess.
She knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
Your trap has already failed.
We made sure to disarm your trap before we came in. I hope you don't mind.
I've yet to see your cleverness, I'm afraid. You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
What was supposed to happen?
If I'm a mistake, what exactly was the breach supposed to accomplish?
It was to be a triumphant moment for the Elder One. For this world.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
Who's the Elder One?
That's who you serve. The one who killed the Divine. Is he a mage?
Soon, he will become a god. He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this woman's life.
Well, you're kinda screwed, buddy.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
No!
And we've all been sucked in.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Hello. Where's the rest of my team? Well, he is literally nothing. That's not very helpful.
Get ready!
It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
That doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good.
It sounds terrible. Depending on when we are and what happened while we were away. Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
What was supposed to happen?
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time completely. If that happened, you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan. I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I counted it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Make sense?
Not really.
It just seems so insane.
I don't even want to think about what this will do to the fabric of the world. We didn't travel through time so much as punch a hole through it and toss it into the privy. But don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
Well, my sweet baby Dorian, I'm so glad that you're here to protect me. What about the others?
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Do you know this Elder One?
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
What if we can't go back? I hope you have a plan. Let's get moving.
Then let's go.
I'm right behind you.
Lavinity? Is that how you say it? Thank you so much for following me. I really appreciate it. Not me. Dorian. I want him to be fire and ice. Match fire, immolate. Immolate burns hotter and has a shorter cooldown, allowing you to rain fire upon your enemies more often. Cost additional mana. Let's do wildfire. Panic that your enemy suffers. Use a trail of damaging fire when they run. Let's do that. Okay. Clean burn. You know what? Let's try this first and then... Oh, cool. Is your food good? What you eating? Winter chill. Winter's grasp now damages and chills nearby enemies as well. However, only the primary target is frozen. Frozen or chill take massive damage when hit with Winter's grasp. I like this more. Fade step. Luring ahead for a short distance sounds kind of nice. Oh, cool. Leaves them chilled. That kind of sounds lovely. Reduce all cooldown times. Let's do this. Fly, please. I should save before I do anything else. Oh, there's some stuff in here. Hey, prison key! Thank you for that, buddy. May I? Thank you. Oh, look at all the pretty red lyrium. I can't wait to go crazy. Very convenient. Absolutely, utterly, insanely convenient. Oh, look, isn't this lovely? Look at this lovely statue just surrounded by red lyrium glow. It makes it so beautiful, doesn't it? I guess I'm going this way. Fuck it. Discovered upper cells. Ooh, fancy. Oh, fucking. Really? Really? Valuables. Don't mind me, just destroying bullcrap. Yes, thank you. Do I have room to take some of this shit? I'll happily take this. Thank you. Goodbye. I don't need the lover's knot.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
I'm kind of surprised that you didn't say it was worse. I mean, I think this is a lot worse, but I guess when you're from Tevinter, wolves and dogs, not looking so nice. Excuse me, big red lyrium pillar thingy. Anything in here? Oh, look, there's loot. Someone left their sword here. I'll take that. Oh, yes, I have. I actually have all the videos from them up on my YouTube if you want to ever check them out. And I've played all the DLC too. I thought that was something special. It's just a candle with blood spatter behind it and some skeletons. I didn't realize that at first. I didn't know what I was looking at. I really wasn't sure. Lias?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me.
Dude, man's not okay.
My sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry to have disturbed you and your chanting. I'm very sorry. Oh look, what a lovely pile of bones. Take that, thank you. I don't need your other bullcrap. Since I don't have a lot of room and I need to go sell some shit. More bones, that's empty and dark. Nothing. And just bright lights. There's people behind here. Okay, Dorian, you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Hey, buddy. Sadly, I left Varric at home. I really shouldn't have. Oh, someone's very much on fire. I like that. That's... oh. Woohoo. give him a hand here. Okay, let's go over here. Well, you're a bunch of ice crystals and blood on the floor. I don't think you did well for your Elder One. Let's go down here and open this door.
300 bottles of beer on the wall. 300 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around. Ugh.
Hello? Oh, over there. Hi, Iron Bull. You're not doing okay, are you? I'm sorry. Here, here. Hello?
You're not dead. You're supposed to be dead. There was a burn on the ground and everything.
Alexius didn't kill us. His spell sent us through time. This is our future.
Well, it's my present, and in my past, I definitely saw you both die.
So you coming with us?
We're going to fight Alexius and see about fixing all this. You coming?
Why? You want to see what other tricks he's learned?
If we find him, we might be able to get back to our own time and stop all this before it happens. Exciting, yes?
Alexius isn't the one you need to worry about. It's his Elder One.
I know
He killed
who it
the Empress of
is.
Orlais and used the confusion to launch an invasion of the South. The army was all demons. You ever fought a demon army? I don't recommend it.
Oh, trust me, it's gonna be fun, I promise. Also, I know who it is. It's Corinthians! The fucking old bastard. We'll make Alexis pay. That's pretty bad. I should have been here.
I'm sorry I wasn't here to help.
Demon army. Shit, you were lucky you died early. Let's move. No time like the present.
Yeah, Bull, let's go kick some fucking ass. Come on, my boys. What's over here? Hmm? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna wonder. Open. Ooh! Well, I didn't mean the other thing, but fuck it. This way. You know, in a really creepy, fucked up way, the lyrium, the red lyrium, is really pretty.
What? And wait, where were those? No. Where were those while we waited? No. Where were those? Ah! Remember, stupid. They can't take that.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I've come back for you, kind of.
No, no, no. You can't be here. You're dead and they don't come back.
Yeah, they really do look corrupted. Then I'm here to haunt you. What a fucking asshole thing to say. It's alright, Sarah.
I'm not dead, Sarah. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Like I'm gonna believe some demon or whatever.
Oh, for the love of... No one's dead. Alexius used time magic.
Talk sense or shut it. I can't think about him.
We're getting you out of here.
Look, we're going to end this and get you out of here. Does that help?
A bit. Sort of. Something should. The day you died, I ran out of arrows making them pay. Then it didn't matter anymore. You got demons and gods and... I've got a bow. And I want them to hurt. If you're really here, I'll freaking die to spit in their faces.
Magister's in his throne room. Vince say he locked himself in.
How do you do this, good sir? Do you just read people's minds? What the fuck? Whatever. I'm assuming you have some sort of weird ability that allows you to know all these things. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. This way? Down the steps? Down the steps. Oh, look at all that red. That's great. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't go down that way, fucking map. Thank you for the help. It does kind of look like a heart. Hmm. I love how this game turns slightly horrified a little bit with the red and the spooky dungeon and the people being corrupted and tortured bit. It's great. Mm-hmm. And all the blood on the walls and the skulls. It's just fantastic. You got any good shit here? I will happily take all of that. Why, thank you. Cool. Fiona?
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
Is lyrium growing out of you? Yes, it is. How long were we gone?
What is the date? I need to know how much time has passed.
Harvest Mia. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
We need to get back.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
Yeah, he really did mess them up. I can't wait to meet him.
I've never fought a god before. This should be memorable.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
Oh, thank you. Which way? I'm assuming I have to go kick some ass.
Red lyrium is an infection.
Yep.
Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
If I remember correctly, red lyrium is lyrium infected by fucking darkspawn blood. If I remember correctly.
Find out.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. But I figured I needed to replay these games, especially since the new game's supposed to be coming out possibly this year, I think? Maybe. Iron Bull, you're gonna fall off the fucking edge there, buddy. That looks like it. I'm not gonna help you there. Well, I wasn't expecting Dorian to eat himself off the edge of the platform. Whoops, I'm killing people left and right. That's okay. Hey, we're live!
Damn, I needed a good fight.
Can we find something else to hit? It'll make me feel better.
I like how the dead Iron Bull was speaking from the grave. Oh, some people have level ups for some reason while I'm in the past. Yeah, sadly, a lot of people have that same problem. I'm not sure why. Ooh, look, dead bodies.
Might be stuff we can use around here.
What do you think I'm doing? Sitting on my knees and trying to open shit. A prayer to the new god. Oh, lovely. Praise his name who has risen from darkness. Praise his name who has striven from the light. Praise his name who has walked the golden city. Praise his name. The old gods are no more. The maker never was. The new god is among us. Praise his name. That's a great prayer right there. Stellar writing. I am proud. You got anything else in here? No? I'm gonna fucking look around. Let's see if I can open this shit. My voice is going for some reason. Oh, I have an open door. I'll take that money. Nice picture. Painting, whatever it is. Thank you. Raider hatchet. Oh, nothing else. Let's go. Dragonthorn. Poor people.
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
That still doesn't make him a god.
Oh! Watch out!
Hello! Can I go over here, please? Yeah, do that.
Over here, mongrel!
Hey, I just narrowly avoided being set aflame. It did sound like somebody got slapped. Somebody got slapped so hard they're unconscious or whatever? Huh? Okay, cool. Dorian, I would love it if you were in the room, good sir. Oh no, she's up somehow. What? Here, you have some fire yourself, good sir. Okay, people, let's go. health. Freeze him, please. He's the biggest problem. That is so cool. Freeze him, please. I don't know what my character is doing, but whatever.
Makes me sick what they do to the priests.
Not surprising. I would like to see. Oh, for the love of Christ. Let me see. It's the best bow I got. Take this. Destroy. $64. Okay. Accessories. I need a belt. I have no belt. Staff. Okay, well this is the highest one it looks like, so you can have that. Nice muscles, by the way. And you can have this ridiculous fucking hat as well. There you go, bud. um... Destroy. Bull's Edge is equipped. That's 93. The sledgehammer is 90. You can have the claymore for now. Okay, let's get you better armor, maybe. Here, have this. I'm sorry, your old clothing is going away. Goodbye. Oh, can I not? Whatever. Sarah, my sweetheart. One-handed. And you can have this. Hmm. Good. Armor. Wait, can you wear a hat? Level 9, okay. Here, you're not gonna like it and you're not gonna look good in it, but there you go. Have fun. Huh, Varric only, okay. Well, look at us. I'm going to save. Give me your fucking loot. And there's more stuff. That poor lady. I ain't taking that.
How did the Canary learn of the sacrifice at the temple? Speak!
Never.
There's no use to this defiance, little bird. There's no one left for you to protect.
You're wasting your breath.
Talk! The Elder One demands our...
It's time for me to step in here. Oh, Liliana.
I will die first. Or you will.
Good job.
You're alive.
I'm so sorry, Liliana. It'll be alright.
You're safe now.
Forget safe. If you came back from the dead, you need to do better than safe. You need to end this. Do you have weapons?
Yep.
Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
Don't care.
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I have to get back.
I need to find Alexius and reverse the spell.
If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
Yeah. For them, it really was real, wasn't it? Cool. That seems very, very convenient. That seems like the right thing to do. Charging Bull. Got anything?
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
I mean, I'd like to know so I can prevent it, but okay, whatever. We'll go with that. Open, please.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
It doesn't really seem like there is one, I'm not gonna lie. There's the bugger. I love the whole fire thing. Come on. Close the rift, please. Loot, please. Dreamer's rags. Oh, okay, I have to hold it. Look at me, I opened a gate. Discovered the docks. This ain't no
The
docks.
Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No! Don't hurt me, Linnea. You...
Wow, she really did not give a fuck what he was about to say. Damn. Bitch is cold-hearted. Let's go.
More freaking demons.
It seems to just be about the size of it there, Sarah. I'm good. Just. This is pretty. Oh, pretty and cool and spooky all at the same time. Nice lyrium placement. My supplies are replenished. You need this. You need this. Okay, so those are a one and done type of thing. I'll be careful next time.
The breach! It's everywhere.
Don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look. Shit, I looked.
Well, this is fucked. That's cool, though. The floating statue with the hand coming towards us and everything. That's great. Well, I would say that this is fucking Dragon Age hell, kind of. But guys, sadly, I'm going to have to end the stream here. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun. If you want to see previous streams that I've done, go check out my YouTube channel. Link is in my bio. If you want to see when I'm about to stream something, go check out my Twitter or my Instagram. Link is also in my bio. Or check out my schedule here on Twitch. Or if you don't want to do any of that at all, I've made it really convenient. And here is my stream schedule for next week. And if I don't stream, you can either be notified from my Twitch, or you can be notified by looking on my Twitter, because normally when I don't want to stream something or I can't stream for whatever reason, I will post. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, do whatever the hell it is you guys want to do, and I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are, and I shall see you guys real soon. Bye!